The new Cold Comfort rocket from the dungeon Ghosts of the Deep is the DPS meta rocket now, especially for burst DPS, and the reason why is because of its new origin trait and the perk Envious Assassin. Combined, you can actually get 4 rockets consecutively fired from this weapon. Envious Assassin loads 3 into the magazine, and if you hit a finisher, due to the origin trait Restoration Ritual, reviving allies or defeating combatants with finishers reloads this weapon and readies an emergency reload for the next time this weapon runs out of ammo, which means combined you're going to have 3 in the mag, you're going to shoot all 3, and then as soon as you empty the magazine, the origin trait's going to proc in, you're going to fire a 4th consecutive rocket, which is also going to be buffed by Wolfpack rounds. The best roll that I could get has Explosive Light, however you're going to want Bait and Switch because that does 35% more damage, and that damage is buffed by the Wolfpack rounds. They stack together, which they don't actually stack together with Explosive Light, making this thing an absolute DPS monster. We went through and melted a variety of different raid bosses in Destiny 2, most especially the dungeon, because obviously we're trying to farm for the god roll of this weapon, which the exact 5 out of 5 god roll that you're looking for is Bait and Switch in the powerful perk trait slot, Envious Assassin, Impact Casing in the magazine, the barrel you're going to want quick launch, and the masterwork either handling or reload. Slap a boss spec on this bad boy. This thing melts bosses, champions, everything. It's honestly just a lot of fun having 4 rockets in the magazine. It's kind of crazy to think about. My mind was blown the first time I ever fired 4 consecutive rockets. I was like, whoa, I couldn't actually believe that that's how this thing works. This thing's overall DPS compares with some of the best currently in the game and is probably the very best for burst DPS. So get to grinding the dungeon if you want to get this god roll. It drops from all 3 encounters if you look at the loot tables. However, if you're actually trying to focus on just getting the rocket, the best encounter to farm is Ekthar, the Shield of Savathun, because I believe there's only 4 loot drops from there. 1 is the rocket, 2 is the glaive, 3 is the SMG, and the 4th one is the chest armor piece, which is the smallest loot pool that has the rocket, and you can one-phase this one pretty easily, pretty consistently. If you haven't seen my video on how to one-phase it, make sure to watch that. In doing so, you'll have the highest drop rate chances of getting the rocket. You can farm it infinitely because that's the way the dungeons are structured. You don't have to wait until the weekly reset. So put together a stack team, put on your best rockets, one-phase Ekthar if you can, or if you don't have any friends, then use the cheese. If you haven't seen my cheese video, you can literally cheese this and profit from one of the most powerful rockets in Destiny 2. Comment down below your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Later.